Welcome back to Military Power TV. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating developments in modern aviation, the Chinese J-XDS, also rumored as the J-50, which many believe is China's very first sixth-generation stealth fighter. New high-resolution images have surfaced, and they show us an aircraft that looks less like a fighter jet and more like something straight out of science fiction. But what exactly makes this plane different? And could it really redefine the future of air combat? Let's find out. From the very first images, one thing is clear. The J-XDS is anything but conventional. It features a sleek, tailless design, a radical departure from traditional fighters. Imagine the futuristic silhouette of the American B-2 Spirit bomber, but engineered for speed, agility, and combat. The absence of a tail serves two critical purposes. Stealth, by removing vertical stabilizers, the radar signature is drastically reduced. Agility, surprisingly, this layout can also make the aircraft more stable in extreme maneuvers when paired with advanced flight control systems. The fuselage itself is long and narrow, with a diamond-shaped nose and trapezoidal air intakes, all carefully engineered to reduce radar reflection and maintain efficiency at high speeds. It's clear that stealth and aerodynamics were the top priorities for Chinese engineers. Now, stealth is only part of the equation. The J-XDS also introduces advanced maneuverability systems. Its engines feature 2D thrust vectoring nozzles, similar to those on the American F-22 Raptor. These nozzles, with their serrated edges, not only help reduce radar signature, but also allow the aircraft to make sharp, almost impossible maneuvers in close combat. This is where the J-XDS becomes especially dangerous in a dogfight. Where most stealth aircraft are optimized for long-range strikes, China seems determined to build one that can dominate both long-range engagements and close-quarters combat. But here's the real innovation. Because of its tailless design, the aircraft is naturally unstable. To fix this, Chinese engineers equipped the fighter with moving wingtips. These wingtips act almost like small control surfaces, constantly adjusting to stabilize the plane. Combined with computerized flight control systems, they ensure that the J-XDS remains stable during slow flight, aggressive turns, and high-G maneuvers. This concept mirrors the flight control philosophy behind the B-2 bomber, but adapted for a fighter platform, and that's revolutionary. While China hasn't officially confirmed the aircraft, analysts note some fascinating details. For example, earlier prototypes carried a pitot tube, a sensor for measuring airspeed. The new images, however, show no pitot tube, which suggests that this is not an early prototype, but a more refined, near-final demonstrator. The message is clear. China is pushing the boundaries of design and proving that high maneuverability and stability can be achieved without traditional tails. If this technology matures, it could completely reshape future air combat doctrines. The J-XDS might end up being faster, stealthier, and more agile than the fifth-generation fighters we know today, including the American F-35 and F-22. And beyond the technology itself, the symbolism is powerful. China is signaling that it intends not just to catch up with the West, but to leap ahead into the sixth generation of air power. So, what do you think? Is the J-XDS the beginning of a new era in fighter jet design? Or is it simply a bold prototype that may never reach full-scale production? What's certain is that the race for sixth-generation air dominance is on, and China has just placed itself firmly in the game. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the J-XDS stealth fighter, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into the most advanced military technology shaping our world. Thanks for watching Military Power TV, and stay tuned for more.